Always helps to add yourself to the StreamYard when you want to go live. Oh, oh no, Dibble has no sound. Well, then Dibble won't be able to hear my good news. It's funny because I'm having to type it out for Dibble. There are other people. I'm sorry. There are people listening and not hearing anything because I'm just typing it out to Dibble. Yes, the good news for today is that I used my mom's phone to call Social Security because I used my mom's phone to do a check. Hey, Bobby, to do a deposit check to see if the money was coming in, and it said I had no pending deposits, to which I had a heart attack. Um, so I called Social Security to see what was going on because my phone is shut off. I didn't have the money to pay the bill, and so I used my mom's, and I talked to a Mr. Lopez who was very nice, and he said that according to their computers, my money should be on my card tomorrow. There's a deposit scheduled for tomorrow. So, woohoo! And I get last month's as well. So I will be able to catch up on things. And I will be able to get some food. And I'll be able to get the animals some flea stuff because that Next Star shit did not work very well. It worked great the first month. Hey, Paul. After that, it didn't work. I put this stuff on Simi, and 2 days later, she had fleas all over her, and I can't get rid of them until I can get the stuff. So tomorrow, an order will be going in to get the Frontline for Simi and the Advantage for the cats because I hate fleas jumping on me, and they're driving my poor babies crazy. So I will be taking care of that. And it's a huge relief that I know I'll be able to at least pay my bills and have a little bit for food and things like that. My mom won't have to buy me food this month. Yay! She's also very relieved. She was so funny. She my mom's very nosy about other people's business. So when I was calling to see if there was a pending deposit, my money was going to be put on my card, she was hovering right behind me. So I finally just put it on speakerphone. It's like, you know how hard it is to use a flip phone when you haven't used one in over 10 years? I was like, how does this thing work? Yeah, my mom has a flip phone. No, he didn't give me any information, although he did tell me that my address still was not changed on one of the screens. So he did change that. And he confirmed my phone number. He said because the number that I called from was a different number. I was like, yeah, because I didn't get my monthly amount last month. I couldn't pay my phone bill. He goes, oh. I was like, but no, that is my current phone number. I was like, so tomorrow my phone will be back on. He goes, I got you. He goes, all right. So yeah. But no, he didn't really give me any other information other than it would be on the card, which is all I needed to know. But my address is all he kept asking me how long I've lived here. I'm like, good Lord, I don't remember. Because I went to Florida and came back, and we were over on D Street, and then we moved to J Street, and we were here for a few years, And then my son and I moved to a different house. We're there for a year. And then I moved back here. So I was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me these questions? And then he asked if I was living with anybody else. I'm like, no, it's just me. So yeah, yay, money. Money's good. You know, they say it doesn't solve all your problems, but it solves 99 of mine. You know what I mean? Because oh my god, the stress. I couldn't sleep last night. I was waking up every 20 minutes to half an hour or whatever. I'm so tired. But yeah, so that's the good news. Bad news is that my mom picked up cherry Pepsi. I hate cherry Pepsi. Ugh, cannot stand it. So uh, so basically I have to do a food order, have it delivered, and have to order myself some Pepsi. My mom said that there was a big pallet thing in the way. Yeah, and I don't like Dr. Pepper, so ugh. Cherry Pepsi tastes like cough syrup to me, and I don't drink liquid medication, so ugh, yuck. Luckily, I do have orange Fanta, so that will last until I can do a delivery and get my Pepsi. I can't, and I'll just give her that. She can give it to the kids at her house. I'm sure that Sadie or my daughter's boyfriend's daughter and her friend, somebody will drink it over there. I don't know if I don't know if my grandson will, but there's got to be somebody at my mom's house that'll drink cherry Pepsi. um, so yep, huge stress relief as long as it actually shows up. Now my card said I had no pending deposits, but according to the Social Security office, I have my money is pending. It might say no pending deposits because it's an on amount. It's a different amount. It's double. I don't know. Could be just a glitch with Direct Express. We're hoping it's just a glitch with Direct Express and I do get my money. I had my mom take my card, so she'll be getting my rent off of it. I can't let the landlord know until tomorrow because I don't have a phone. So, yay, good news. We all wish Dibble safe travels. She's always finding some reason not to be here for the whole show. I don't know. What was the computer? Oh, I lost my internet. That was what my computer issue was. Yeah, yeah. And I got hacked. My PayPal got hacked, and they took all of my money, like $75 of my money, which was all I had. Well, I didn't even have 75 in there. I had like 68 in my PayPal, and then my PayPal also has my disability card hooked to it. So like I use the balance on PayPal first, and then it hits my card. So that's what it did. Took $5 off my card, and luckily they sent me a, PayPal sent me a receipt in my email for my purchase from Sony Entertainment that would come under PlayStation. I was like, what? I'm like, what the hell? And I saw the amount and had a heart attack. Um, and they even set it up for recurring payments. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, I disputed that with PayPal, and they found in my favor, stopped the payment, and canceled the transaction. And then they had to investigate it, and then they said that could take up to 5 days for me to get my money back. And I'm like, well, that makes no sense, but okay. And it took, I think, 3 days, and my money was back in both accounts. So I did get my money back from that, thank goodness. And I redid my password, my PIN number, set up the security, all of that on my PayPal. So I thought I already had it set up, but I did not. So now it is. Yeah, she does. And she made a beautiful, beautiful witch. But yeah, other than that, I lost my internet, had to pay for that. Um, and then my power was about to get shut off because, of course, I usually pay my bills, monthly. Bye, Dibble. Oh yeah, she can't hear me. Robin, what's up? Dibble getting on plane. So yeah. So it was a very stressful week, up and down, up and down, up and down. Um, but the good news is I get my disability is back, and they're giving me October's payment as well. So the I'll be able to pay up all my bills current, which is a huge relief. I hate being behind. I'll be able to get the last labels done that I was supposed to get done. So Jabby's pins will be on their way. Money is supposed to hit my account tomorrow. So I'll be able to get the label done and then schedule. Hey, Darlene, schedule pickup. I'll probably schedule pickup for Saturday because I don't know if I'm moderating on Friday, and the auction usually runs around the time my mail comes. So, but I'll probably do that this weekend. Get Jabby's pins out to him. Get Nikki's stuff out to her. Who else? I got that thing going to Stacey May. That was a gift. Who else didn't I get done? I wrote everything down. I have learned to write lists, and this is not it. Okay. Well, I do have a list somewhere. But yeah, I'll be able to get that cracked out, and that'll get done. Yeah. Oh, so much stress. The Social Security guy asked me if I was related to my landlord. I'm like, what? No. We have totally different last names. I'm like, why would you ask that? He never answered me. I'm like, okay. Because he asked how much I pay for rent, and I told him. Maybe because he knows that rents aren't that cheap. My landlord is seriously giving me a break by not raising my rent. He knows I can't afford it, and I got nowhere to go. And I'm a damn good tenant. I mean, normally I don't have issues paying my rent, and I don't bother him. I mean, so. So hopefully, once I get everything all squared away, I can actually start making some things. I don't know if I'll be making any doing any soldering, but I do have all these beads laying around. I can make some things with that. See about selling them. Oh, yay, Darlene! You're moving in 3 days. And thank you. And good luck to you on your move. I hope everything goes very smoothly. Robin, right? I've never used my phone for chatting. Of course, my phone doesn't hold a charge very long, and it will not charge that well. So, bye, Paul. Yeah, I get all excited when my phone actually hits 100%. I'm like, wow, it charged. Only took 3 days. Woohoo! Real world problems, but out of all the issues that I have at this point, my phone is the least of my concerns. Right now, it's getting everything paid up current, getting that shipping out, possibly making some more things, maybe doing a sale. Although at this point, I don't know if anybody's going to want to buy from me because of how long it took for me to get shipping out, but we'll give it a shot. I have solved the shipping issue. Well, my whole issue was getting the labels done. because all I have to use is my laptop. So I would have to get my laptop out to my studio. And the only way I could do that safely was every Wednesday when my mom came over, was to have her bring my laptop out there, because trying to manipulate a wheelchair backwards, one handed, while holding a laptop is not exactly a safe thing to do. Um, and y'all know if I drop this laptop, I will go absolutely insane because I will have no communication. So I was always terrified that I would drop it. But I solved the problem by bringing my printer into my room. Now, I can't keep it set up because I don't have any room. But when I need to do my labels, all I have to do now is plug it into the power strip, plug it into my laptop. The printer sits right next to me on the bed, and boom, I print up my labels. I'm like, why didn't I think of this sooner? I'm an idiot. It is a lot easier to get a bunch of paper labels out to the studio than it is to get the laptop out there. I'm like, I'm stupid. So there you have it. I have solved the I can't get my label printed issue done. I have gotten that solved. Yay, go me. Only took me how long? Better late than never, I suppose. So yeah, Robin, are you back home yet? She had said something about T's stuff being upstairs and she doesn't do stairs. So I don't know. Are you at T's house or are you at home? Yeah, but Darlene, once you're all, got everything there, you can do it at your own pace. There's not a rush to run around. Oh, she's still at T's. Okay. There's not a rush to, you know. Now my mom would be in a rush. My mom would have to, I mean, within a day, everything would have to be absolutely in its place and not an inch out of whack. But me, I mean, I moved from Massachusetts to South Carolina, and like 10 years later, I still had shit in boxes that I hadn't unpacked. I did. Well, there was really no place to put it. So, yeah, I believe it, Darlene. You need to take it easy. Planning your next adventure. We won't mention the fact that you drove right through South Carolina, will we, Robin? Although, granted, you were on the other side of the state, so I'll give you that one. But if you had been near me and hadn't come see me, I would be very angry with you right now. But 95 is on the other side of the state, so. Oh, you didn't? You drove through. You had to drive through South Carolina from Florida, but you drove through it. See, see, if you had been on 85, then I would have been upset because 85 goes right through my town. I would have been like, Robin. Well, I've driven through South Carolina in the middle of the night too. It's kind of scary. I wouldn't have wanted to stop either. Yeah, it's okay though because you were on the other side of the state, and that's like a 7-hour detour. So yeah, it's understandable. It's still hard for me to comprehend that the state is so much bigger than Massachusetts. I mean, you grow up in Massachusetts, you drive 7 hours in any direction, you're 3 states over. Yeah. So here I got a question for you guys. Random. Do you guys think that reality TV is actually real? Because I mean, they call it reality TV, right? It's supposed to be real, like Survivor and Lost and Naked and Afraid and all those shows like that. Plus, I don't know, all the MTV ones that are supposed to be real. Yeah, I don't watch TV either, but my mom is big on watching Survivor or Lost or one of those things. John used to watch the Alaskan people. And I told him it was fake. I was like, look, if those people did half of what they do, what they're doing right now, they would all die. Okay. I'm like, I don't know who's setting up their survival shit, but they need to fire them. Yeah. The the Naked and Afraid and the Lost and Survivor, those are all staged. They're all staged. I was just watching that thing. What's the name of this channel? Let's see. It's called Beyond the Screen Elite. And it's a show I was watching. It's like an hour long. Reality TV shows that got exposed. And it's just funny. They haven't had the Alaskan bush people on there yet, but yeah, they got busted. And some of those things where they have everybody living in the house, they they show them all going to bed, and then off stage you hear, good night everybody, and everybody's like good night, and then the lights go out, and like 30 seconds later the lights come on, everybody comes up, and someone's like, good take people, you know. Yeah, I'm like, yep, that's so real. I mean, if you think about it, with things like Survivor and Lost and all those survival things where they have to survive off the land, you're watching them, right? I mean, they're showing it on TV, so they're obviously not alone. There's camera crew there. The camera crew is not going to be suffering, so they have food and a tent and all this stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of people that have come forward and saying, yeah, they, the crews that are there, they give them food and medications and B supplements and all kinds of stuff. Fire. So yeah, staged. And I told John with the Alaskan bush people, I was like, that shit's all fake. No, they're really doing it. I'm like, John, come on, you're not that dumb. I'm like, look at where they're putting food. If they do that, they're in Alaska, they're going to get bears, they're all going to die. I'm like, the bears will eat them. I'm like, at one point, they were putting in a septic system uphill from their cabin. I'm like, no, see, that doesn't work. You don't put it uphill above your home. I'm like, these people are stupid. So, yeah. And then it came out that half of the people in that didn't even live in Alaska. The dad got busted for saying he lived there and getting the tax supplement or something. You get like $3,000 if you move to Alaska and live there for at least a year. And he was only spending a few months there while doing filming, but he he put in for that amount. And he got that $3,000 for a few years in a row. So they went after him for that, for all kinds of shit. I looked at John when that broke, and I looked at him. I said, "Well," he goes, "Shut up." Yeah. But it's funny because the girl that was doing the commentating, she was like, I'm a little disappointed. I invested a lot of my teenage emotions into that show, and now I find out it's all fake. I'm a little upset about that. And even like the Cake Boss is fake. Sorry, people. Spoiler alert. Cupcake Wars, all that shit. They even mentioned the Storage Hunters or Storage Wars, or one of them, about how the company would plant items in the units for people and all that. Yeah. I'm just glad that people are finally coming forward and being like, yeah, that was all fake. Because I mean, I could tell it was fake. I'm like, there's no way. Because obviously these people are not alone. There's somebody filming them. I mean, it's kind of common sense. You telling me that they never asked the camera guy for a Snickers? Come on. For real. So yeah, that's been my entertainment. I'm usually not into all the celebrity news and all that crap, but one of them caught my eye, and it led me down a rabbit hole. It's like top 10 most embarrassing celebrity moments, and like why Hollywood won't hire these certain celebrities and stuff like that. And some of the people you would never imagine being really rude or mean are really rude and mean. Yeah, Bobby, reality TV. Bleh. Exactly. I mean, like the lead from Glee, the what's her name, Leah Michelle. She has a horrible reputation, and it started when she was 12 years old. She would threaten to get people fired off of a TV show that she was on if they didn't do what she wanted. And I mean, she's like a little diva. I'm like, oh my god, what a brat. And she's still like that. There was somebody that was in Glee that was only on the show for like a year, and she left because Leah Michelle bullied the shit out of her like daily. I'm like, wow. I know, right? It's like everybody can be replaced, honey. Don't think that you're so important that you can't be. You know? Okay, darling. So I just, and a lot of them won't be nice. They're rude to their fans. And it's like, if it wasn't for their fans, you would not be living in your $1 million house. You know what I mean? Because nobody would go watch your movies. Cajun, all those coin pushing videos are 100% fake. Yeah. Well, that might be true, but they still have to put the coins in, and the little things still have to go, and it still has to fall in the little hole. So they might not be in an actual casino. It might be something that's in someone's basement. Who knows? But they're still fun. I like watching the towers fall over. Whoosh. And hi, Cajun. What's up, Copper Top? I haven't watched a coin pushing video in a while. And some of them are more entertaining than others. Survivor is the best show on TV. It's also fake. So I suppose it's good entertainment. I don't think I've ever seen it because I went. I mean, I can't say specifically what show caused me to be like, okay, reality TV is bullshit, and refuse to watch anything that was labeled as reality TV because I mean, when I want my entertainment, I want to know it's fake. I want to know it's made up and it's a good fantasy. I don't want something to tell me it's real when it's really not, and that irritates me. So, in other words, Survivor is a liar, and I don't like liars. But I think my mom watches Survivor. She watches Survivor and she watches Court TV, which, by the way, is also fake. Um, yeah, yeah. The voting thing is also all scripted. The whole scenario is all set up for that. The people behind the scenes manipulate all of it. And the challenges on some of those is Survivor the one that has like swimming challenges and stuff like that. They use body doubles because they said Survivor. The people that run Survivor said point blank, the challenges that they give are too difficult for normal people to be able to do, for the average person to be able to do. Chris. So they use body doubles. Hey, I'm just telling you what they said on the show. Unfortunately, when they bring up the actors that are problematic, they keep bringing up the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing, and I'm just like, oh my god, am I ever going to not hear about this? But a lot of these shows that I'm watching were done like a year ago when the trial was still going on, so it was still, you know, there was a petition to get Amber Heard kicked off the Aquaman movie. I don't think it worked, but they didn't want her to be in the next Aquaman. So there was this huge petition to have her not be in it. So, like I said, normally I don't care about celebrities. They have more money than God and they waste it. And well, not all of them. A lot of them have charities that they donate to or causes that they contribute to. But I mean, they're famous people. They're fine, you know. I mean, I've met Jay Giles, who at the time in the '80s was huge. You know, the Jay Giles band was huge. So he was actually pretty down to earth, although he played up the whole rock star image thing sometimes. And then his wife would just tell him to get over himself. And I did throw horse shit on him, so there is that. The one that surprised me was and it's only like one couple's complaint. They only had one complaint against Sandra Bullock, and she was filming. She was taking a break from filming Heat, and she was in a park, and a couple saw her, and yeah, husband and wife saw her, and the husband was a veteran. He was in a wheelchair, and they said, "Hey, fix it, lady." They thought, well, maybe she would, you know, give them an autograph. And when they approached her and asked her, she flipped out and started screaming at them. Um, Apparently, she was having a bad day. I don't know, but that was just one person's. I mean, she could have just been like no and walked away, and they could have made something up. I don't know, but Sandra Bullock has always seemed to be. I've never heard any other complaints about her except that one. You know, a lot of these were single instances that they said, you know, these are problematic people, but it's one instance. Now the Leah Michelle thing has a string of fucking complaints, but a lot of the other ones is just like one thing. So you know how people get pissy if they don't get their way, and I don't know, but I agree, Chris. If there were cameras on us 24/7, we'd all have. I'd have hella bad moments. Man, people would be so mad at me for the way I yell at my cat. I had to scream at her today, and my mother was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I'm like, "Damn cat." Because every time I tried to back out through my door, like I tried to get near my door, the cat would run behind my wheelchair. So if I open the door, she'd right out the door, you know? And I can't have her in the other part of the house because then I have to chase her through two rooms. So I'm like, "Cat, move." Oh, I was getting so mad at her. I finally yelled at her loud enough that it scared her to run to the other side of the room so that I could get out of my room. But yeah, I was Marty got called a lot of names today. Simi, on the other hand, was a very good girl. Simi is always a good girl. And Onyx just wanted everybody to give her attention. But Marty wanted out. And it's funny because she gets out of this room, she runs out into the what would normally be the living room. It's my studio now. She runs out in the middle of it and just stands there and goes, squeak, squeak, squeak. And you know, I agree, Chris. But you know, the cats are company sometimes when they're not making me bleed or driving me bananas. But yeah. My mom, oh my god, my mom loves Simi. It's so funny to hear the difference in the voice. She does not like Marty because Marty escapes. Whenever my mom opens the door, Mardi Gras is out that door. Poof. So Simi was out. I had put her out and fed her, and she was out outside when my mom got here. And Simi goes racing to her, and you hear my mom, "Hi, Simi," with this little baby voice, right? And I'm like, "Oh, good lord!" And she goes to come in my room, and Simi comes in, and she's like, come on, Simi, it's time to go back in the room," you know. And then all of a sudden, you hear her go, you, back up." She was talking to the cat. Total change of tone and voice. It was so funny. I'm like, oh, that must be Marty. Yeah. My mom has taken it personally that Marty keeps escaping every time she opens the door. Yeah, because she's mom and she does that. She did my dishes while I was on the phone with Social Security because she was listening to my conversation. I'm like, yep, subtle, mom, very subtle. She's so nosy. And then she acted like this all happened to her. Well, I hope this never happens again because, oh my. And I'm like, yeah, it must have been hard on you, mom. I mean, I know she gets all stressed out worrying about me, but yeah, I think I was a little more traumatized than she was about this whole situation. But they have my changes of address now. They have my phone number. All of that is all fixed. So any more communications will come to me instead of going to somewhere in Florida. And yes, my mom left covered in paw prints again because Simi gets out of control and forgets her manners and knows she's not supposed to jump, but she'll go up on her hind feet and put like one foot on you, like just to make contact, but she won't put her weight on you. So my mom's legs were all covered with paw prints. And then I was like, Simi, you better behave yourself. And she come running over, sat right in front of me, and like facing my mom, like waiting for my mom to call her over to her. It was so funny. But yeah, Simi loves my mother because my mother gives her lots of attention and talks to her like she's a baby. Simi is currently ignoring me, pouting, and laying on my pillow because my mom left. But yeah, and she's smart too. I mean, every Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning, Simi is right at the edge of the bottom of the bed waiting because she knows that she gets to go out early on that day because my mom comes on Wednesdays. So, and I mean, my mom usually it's my mom's ringtone that will trigger her because my mom will call and be like, "Okay, I'm on my way." Well, I don't have phone service right now, not until tomorrow. So there was no ringtone, but yet at 8:30, Simi was right there at the bottom of the bed, knowing that she was going out and that we were going out into the other part of the room, and I hadn't even moved yet. I was like, "Damn, dog's way too smart for her own good." She's a smarty chunky butt. So I don't get it. I have good news, and I have less people in here than when I'm complaining the whole time. I'll have like 19 people in here when I'm bitching about everything that's going wrong. And now I'm talking about stuff that's going right, and I got 9. Eh, just means y'all will know, and they won't. It's so rare that something good happens. So we're not going to jinx ourselves. I am still a little concerned that the my card itself did not say I was getting a deposit, but Social Security office said I was. So I'll go with Social Security office, and then keep my fingers and what toes I have left crossed. Oh, tired. My sleepy bear. How's everybody else doing this week? Weird. Got nothing to bitch about. Got nothing to bitch about, got nothing to rant about. Yeah. Could be a short show. Whole rest of the show will be ASMR silence. Hi, Myra. Yell at my cat. The cat, I don't even know where she is. Oh, of course, she's laying on top of a box of my stuff. She's actually on a tote that doesn't have a lid on it. I haven't gotten anything from Kim yet. Nope. Yeah, I don't yell at her unless she's doing something annoying. Like for some reason lately, the way that my table situation here is set up is I have the little craft table in front of me, which is what my laptop's on, and that slides forward and back, so I can maneuver around. I have my sodas next to that, and then behind the sodas is usually my trash bag. And when I put the cat food down, it's usually under my table so the dog won't get to it. For some reason, Marty has decided she needs to go around behind the trash bag, walk on the trash bag, which spills everything everywhere, to get to the food, which is right in front of her and she has easy access to. So I don't know what the hell she's thinking, but it's really getting annoying. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. I know Kim's behind in her shipping. She has a box or something that she's supposed to send me. Um, I think she put the earrings in. I don't know, but see, the problem is that usually when the cat does that, she steps on my power cord and unplugs it, and then I have to almost fall off my bed trying to plug it back in. So, yeah, really annoying. But right now she's sleeping, so I can't yell at her. Besides, if I scare her, she'll knock all the stuff out of the tote that's on she's laying on. It's one of the totes that's really heavy. I had to have my son pick it up, and it's kind of up high. So when we go to clear things out of my room and put things in the storage room, we're gonna have to try and slide that down to a lower level and take things out of it before we move it because it's too heavy for my mom, and I definitely can't lift it. So hell, I'm not supposed to lift anything over 10 pounds. Not that that happens because life, but considering considering the issues I've had with shipping out things lately, Myra, I'm not going to complain about someone else's shipping. Hopefully that will all get taken care of this weekend. And it's bugging me who else I had to ship to. Stacy, Jabby, Nikki. Yeah, Susanna. Susanna, I still need your address if you're listening. I don't have. I know she sent me something, but my mom put that whole box under the use that box to put things in and put it under my kitchen cabinet, and I can't get to it, so I can't just take her address off the shipping label, which is what I had to do with Jabby because Jabby didn't send me his info either. And hopefully, I'll be able to get all of the shipping taken care of by this weekend. Yay! Right? Shipping slow disease. Well, I mean, I had COVID, and then my mom was bailing on me with the laptop getting out there, and then my money was gone, and yeah, it seems like a bunch of excuses, but trust me, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. You know what I mean? I mean, I was all set to do the labels, and I got hacked, and my PayPal was gone, and then I had to pay my electric bill when I got that back. So yeah, but my Social Security, according to this guy at Social Security, is taken care of, and I will be getting my money tomorrow. So, whew, um, I'll be able to do the labels and get my shipping out Saturday. Hey, Carol. I am kicking. Well, I can't really kick myself, but mentally, I'm kicking myself that I didn't just bring the printer in here in the first place, so that I could do my labels, because it's a lot easier to get paper out to the studio. Thank you. Than it is to try and maneuver the laptop out there, or depend on my mom when sometimes she can't stay or whatever to maneuver the laptop. So, but like I said, better late than never, right? I figured it out. Thank you, Carol. I wish you the best too. And I'm sure my landlord will be relieved once I can contact him after I get my phone bill paid tomorrow. I'm sure he'll be relieved to know that he won't have to wait a whole month to get hit this month's payment. Well, yeah. Of course, he waited a week longer than he needed to, because I told him I had the rent, and a week later he was like, "Hey, do you have the rent?" I'm like, "Yeah, I told you that a week ago." So, but my mom has my card, so she will be able to get my money off it. So it'll be a little late. He won't get it till the 9th, but at least he'll know I have it, you know? I mean, when I have to wait a week because my son doesn't come get my card and go get my rent anymore, my mom gets very nervous and does not like, ever since the ATM at Walmart, at the bank at Walmart, robbed her of $240. She won't go to that one anymore. And I'm not going to have her drive all the way to her bank and all the way back here, because that's quite a far distance. And she's 90. She doesn't need to be driving back and forth like that. Plus, gas is expensive, you know? So I gave my mom my card, and Wednesday she'll stop at the bank, get my rent, and then bring it to me when she comes over Wednesday. Yeah. Still can't believe she grabbed cherry Pepsi. Ugh. And I've told her, be careful when you grab the Pepsi, because people put stuff in the wrong place. But real world problems, you know? Out of all the issues I have, cherry Pepsi is kind of not a huge one. It's just irritating. Just a little irritating. You know, what's funny is I really didn't put any information on the damn medical review form, because I haven't been to a doctor in over a year, and they ask you for your medical history for the past 12 months. And I'm like, I haven't been to a doctor in like 2 years. So I don't have any, you know? So that's pretty much what I put throughout the entire form was nothing, 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 nothing. And they gave me my money. I'm like, why do you even bother sending me this thing? Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Yeah. My mom does my shopping or picks it up if I do an order for pickup. She picks it up and brings it over. She's even got one of those little bag lady carts so that she can get it from the car to my house. Because having my mom carry that shit back and forth was crazy. But my aunt had one of those little folding carts, so she gave it to my mom. So my mom just fills that up, rolls it up the ramp into my house. Bada boom. Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. So my grandson didn't do anything for Halloween. Of course, he's 17. He doesn't really care. But my granddaughter spent Halloween with my daughter and her boyfriend's daughter, and the two girls that his daughter invited, and they all went trick or treating. Yeah, my mom uses one of those to take my trash down, to take the garbage down. But groceries wouldn't work on that because I get bottles of soda and they just roll off it. So she uses her little bag lady cart. Convenient little things. But the trash bags won't fit in that, so she just puts those on the walker and walks those down to the trash. Unless I have an extraordinary amount of trash bags, and then she actually brings the garbage can up to next to my door. That way, she only has to walk it out to the door and throw it in the trash. And luckily, my neighbors are still taking my garbage out to the street, so that gets taken care of. Tell you what, I don't know what I do without my neighbor's help. Because the one neighbor mows the lawn and the other one takes my trash out for me. And they both bring me my mail if I'm out there. And I'm like, hey, can you grab my mail for me? You know? Tell you, the ramp makes things a lot easier for my mom, too. I mean, you got to go twice the distance, but you don't have stairs. So it's actually less wear and tear. And yeah, I'm glad somebody's getting some use out of it. Yeah, that'd be cool. Except next to my door is they'd have to come up the ramp to come get it. And I don't want my garbage can next to my door. One, I still wouldn't be able to put any trash in it because I can't get out the door and the angle is wrong. But I sit there when I smoke a cigarette or I take a break and I look outside to see what's going on in the neighborhood. And I don't want to be sitting next to a garbage can. It's gross. So In South Carolina, they don't give a fuck. You get your trash out to the side of the curb, or you don't get taken. Although my mom and see, they want it about 3 feet away from your 3 or 4 feet away from your mailbox in the grass. Well, there are railroad ties on the side of my driveway, so you can't. You have to go out to the street, which means going over the little like drainage ditch and out into the street, and then back in through over the drainage ditch and up onto the grass. My mom can't do that. And she definitely can't haul it over the railroad tie. So the one day she was like, "Well, I'm gonna put it out there." I'm like, okay." She left it in the driveway. I mean, the driveway holds 2 cars, so there was plenty of room for her to get out, but she left it about 3 or 4 feet away from the trash, the mailbox, but it was in the driveway, and they did actually take it, so that was good. But normally one of my neighbors hauls it and puts it over there, but when he was in the hospital, it didn't get taken, and I had a very full garbage can, so we didn't know if he was out of the hospital yet. I didn't find that out until the next day, so my mom hauled it out there. Yeah, South Carolina, they don't care. Hell, I can't even get the mail delivered to my door unless I have a doctor's note stating hardship or some shit. I know, I asked because I felt bad asking my neighbors to bring my mail all the time. But I mean, if I have packages and stuff, I don't want to get stolen. And they were like, nope, you have to do a hardship. I'm like, you guys can see the ramp, right? I'm like, hell, damn. Yeah, yeah, it does. Ow, my lip split, like the corner of my mouth split, and it hurt. I just yawned, and it was like, ow. Hate it when that happens. Poor dog's chewing on herself again. I cannot wait to get the flea stuff for them. I was very disappointed in that Next Star stuff. I mean, it worked for the first month. It worked great. The next 2 months, nope. It's like I put it on her, and like there would be no fleas for like a day, and all of a sudden they were on her again. And I'm like, no, it's supposed to last for a month, not a day. 30 days, not 30 hours. What the hell? So we're going back to frontline for the dog and advantage for the cats. Because if that stuff had worked right, then I wouldn't have to get anything for the cats because it would have killed them all on the dog. But now I have to dose all 3 of them. Pain in my ass. I hate fleas. They serve no purpose. Ugh. Not stop yawning. Sorry. Ugh. Oh, today is a very slow day. Very slow. My godson's birthday was yesterday. and I could not wish him a happy birthday because I have no phone. Bye, Myra. Have a great day. So tomorrow, I will have to send his mom a big happy birthday for him. Let her know I lost my phone. And that's why I didn't wish him a happy birthday earlier. He's 9. Getting so big. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call an end to this. It's 3:30 and I'm tired as hell. So I hope everybody has a great day. Tomorrow, as soon as the money hits my card, like 1 o'clock in the morning, I will most likely be awake and I will go pay the phone bill and all my other bills. So everything is taken care of. And then in the morning, I can call my mom and let her know the money's on my phone, and or the money's on my card, so she'll know that she can go pick up my rent. Yeah, yeah. So just keep our fingers crossed and hope that the Social Security guy was right. You know what I mean? Because man, if I check my account tomorrow and that money's not there, I'm gonna cry. Like literally, because I have no way to call them back. The only way I was able to call them today was using my mom's phone. And it took me a while to figure out how to use her flip phone because it's been so long since I've used a flip phone. I'm like, yeah. But, yep. Everything will get paid as soon as that money's on my account. Yep. And I'll be very glad for it. Because I'm the only person I talk to is my mom, but I don't like not being in communication with her. Oh, I love you too, Carol. Thank you. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great week. I will see you around the tube. And stay safe. Watch out for those wackos out there. And I will be back on Saturday. Chit chat. Maybe I'll have something to bitch about then. I'll get more people in here. Drama. Yeah. I don't know. But I will talk to you guys all later. Have a great day.